أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. The 10th of Muharram, as known in Arabic Yawm Ashura, and in the Islamic world it is one of the most famous days, and it is the most grievous day of the Islamic calendar. There isn't a day more sorrowful and grievous for the Muslims than the 10th of Muharram. It is more sad than the 21st of the month of Ramadan, the 3rd of Jamad al-Ula, and the 28th of Safar. Although we lost the Holy Prophet and Imam Ali alayhi salam and Fatima Zahra salam alayha on those dates, and Imam Hassan alayhi salam, but the 10th of Muharram, it is not only just a day of martyrdom, it is not only a day of the shahadat of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, it is the day where 72 of his companions and his family members, his brothers, 7 of his brothers, his sons, his nephews, they all lost their lives, and in the worst way possible. They were tortured, they were slaughtered, they were wounded, they were trampled, and the atrocities carried out against his sisters and his daughters, his wives, his nieces, who were taken to the streets of the different cities in Iraq and Syria, who were brought to the streets of Kufa and Damascus amongst people. And that was very disgraceful, because they were granddaughters of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, daughters of Ali and Fatima alayhi salam, and sisters of Hassan and Hussein alayhi salam. The remembrance of Karbala and the remembrance of Ashura, the 10th of Muharram, has lasted centuries, and it still remains fresh. In fact, every year the believers feel more pain when they remember the day of Ashura, when they go through the masa'ib and the atrocities carried out against Imam Hussain alayhi salam and his family members and companions. What usually happens is that people spread those events over the 10 nights of Muharram, the first 10 nights of Muharram, and people commemorate the martyrdoms of different companions. Usually what happens is that the first 5 nights of Muharram are the nights for the remembrance of companions, and the last 5 nights are for the remembrance of the family members of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. So companions and family members of Imam Hussain, and the day of Ashura is the day for remembrance of the atrocities against Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Usually throughout the world, marches are held. People come to streets, people mourn, they cry, they weep, and they hit themselves, beat themselves to show their passion and their love for Imam Hussain alayhi salam.